there's something I've been thinking about for a while, and today we're going to talk about it. Too many people throw around the word cinematic to the point where YouTube is flooded with cinematic videos.
How to make your footage look more Hollywood and cinematic.
Any kind of cinematic footage.
Cinematic/filmic look.
More cinematic.
And make it look more cinematic.
Cinematic look.
Cinematic B-roll.
That you could make your footage look more cinematic.
What does cinematic video really mean? So you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna pull up my nice little phone right here. And we're gonna search, we're gonna type in cinematic and see what happens. So the definition in the dictionary says, cinematic, having qualities characteristic of motion pictures or relating to motion pictures. And this is where it gets interesting. So when I go sit down on the couch to watch a cinematic movie, I'm looking for a few things. Cinematics, your lighting, your camera angles, your filmmaking, like there's so many, your sound effects, there's so many things that go into a movie to make it cinematic. What I don't see is many of the things that are in all these how to make your videos cinematic videos. Constant B-roll, constant slow motion B-roll, drone footage. It's like slow motion this, slow motion that, slow motion this. And I'm guilty of this myself. And this is why I started to create this video and I had this idea. Because so many times have I made a video where it says cinematic. And my brain is starting to think that cinematic means, you know, your editing style, your B-roll, your constant B-roll, your constant slow motion shots, your epic shots, like, you know, just everything. Drone shots, how to make the most cinematic drone shot. I might see 1 or 2 drone shots in a movie that's really epic, that, you know, earns the title of cinematic. But the things that make a movie cinematic to me are the camera angles. Camera angles, the dialogue, the sound, the lighting, all of it. And that's what cinematic means to me when it comes to cinematic video. But on the other side of things, all these cinematic videos or how to make your video cinematic on YouTube, where do they fit? They fit in mostly the commercial and advertising department. The commercials that you see on TV with the slow motion shots, product shots, details, slow motion, and all this stuff is stuff that I see on a daily basis on TV commercials. And that's okay. Most of this content that people are creating cinematically are used for commercial, advertising, and marketing purposes. And that's where it fits. So now I'm torn, do I call it cinematic footage or commercial footage? I think there's a fine line, and it's kind of getting a little muddy around the line divide between cinematic and commercial. I think we need to spread that line just a little bit more. Maybe we should start by labeling them how to make your videos more commercial, and then show examples of TV commercials, marketing and advertising where it's used. And then we can label the other videos how to make your videos more cinematic and relate them to more cinema and filmmaking type of videos. I think it's fair to say that that's a good balance between the two. But yeah, it's just something that's been going on in my mind lately, thinking about cinematic footage, cinematic footage, cinematic footage, cinematic footage, cinematic footage, cinematic footage, cinematic footage. There is so much cinematic footage on YouTube. Short film, cinematic footage. Test footage, cinematic footage. GoPro, cinematic footage. Drone, cinematic footage. Everything is labeled cinematic footage. And I don't know if all of you even noticed that there's so much cinematic footage. But starting today, I'm gonna start calling it commercial footage when I talk about these things instead of cinematic footage, and save cinematic footage for real cinematics. So if you like this video today, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, hit that little bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. So I will catch you on the next video.